All right, so we have made a shaky temporary alliance with Ilya. Morrigan looks bemused by this, but doesn't participate in the conversation.
Cool. So, Alistair says that we have to meet up with him at his house, and then we'll plan the defense. He is going around telling everyone to be ready for tonight, as we will be conscripting every abled body, man and woman, to fight as civilians. My initial plan is to use them as reserves. We will want our disciplined martial fighters at the front, which I think would best suited if Drastov was to lead them. Imagine a sturdy dwarf within the front line of a shield wall of some sort can hold that together. Well, we have the likes of the old man and our new companion here, Ilya.
Lucius doesn't have a name, he's just the old man.
At the back,
Seems like it.
Peppering them with alchemical weapons and ranged weapons. Morrigan as well, and also Aveling.
I've set the alarm spells on the gates. We should have 5 or 6 minutes of warning before they arrive.
Perfect. How long does that last for, sorry, Morrigan?
Until I decide to make it silent. It can go for several hours. Are you referring to the sound of the alarm, or how long the trap will lay?
Yeah, how would that last the whole night for us in regards to the fight?
If the trap is undisturbed, it will last for 24 hours.
Perfect, thank you. And then when it goes off, I imagine you can just...
When it goes off, it will be deafening, and it will set off a lot of light. It'll be impossible to miss.
Thank you.
But I can have it continually ring until I dismiss it, if you wish.
I would say, I think 10 to 20 seconds. I mean, I think maybe... So, in fact, what we've not actually addressed, who here understands undead? Like, what can we use to actually... What's going to be most effective against them?
Okay, if we want to understand vulnerabilities and behaviors of undead, anyone who wants to make knowledge checks can. We can do either religion, arcane, or occultism. Each one will give different results based on the roll.
So academia would not be applicable for this?
That's your special, like, lore knowledge?
Academia is kind of like... Roleplay-wise, it is a very much core skill to Avalyn, is her academia.
That's your, like, special lore knowledge?
Yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying, yes.
Academia is usually, like, high science.
Yes, I'll allow it too.
Okay, yeah, well, again, I was in a mage school, so academia is magic. Then yay! Because it makes the most sense, I will use macadamia.
Perfecto. Let's hope we roll well, guys.
Does it actually want to roll? There we go.
There we go.
Alright, our religion checks were pretty poor. We don't pull any new references from religion other than we know that most undead are devastated by the touch of the sun. This lines up with what Alistair had said, that they would attack fairly early in the morning and would be dispersed as soon as the sun came out. Our occultism check, Lucius. Undead are generally mindless. They will only do things either out of pure instinct or if someone directs them. Depending on their behavior, we don't know what we're facing yet, but they will just do things in a disorganized mob unless there's someone giving commands.
With that information, following up on our
Hold up.
little incident at the...
We got one more skill check to go over. Our academia check. Undead are... They can be possessed by spirits, or they can be just reanimated from the ground. If they are reanimated, then they cannot function without someone giving command. If they are inhabited by spirits, which is another frequent essence of how undead work, they will behave as the spirit possessed them is. So there are spirits of rage, and hunger and lust and desire and pride. Different kinds of spirits will give different behaviors, though we don't know enough about them yet, because we haven't seen them here, to discern how that pattern will behave yet.
Cool.
What did you have, Lucius?
When going along with what you had mentioned, sorry, one of my windows just went completely apeshit. What you told me about there needing to be somebody to command them, otherwise they're mindless. Could I piggyback that on what we found out at the trading post? Like if they start being intelligent or tactfully, then perhaps that revenant is here?
That is definitely a conclusion that can be drawn here.
Okay.
Although, so far, there have been... When you've received descriptions of what happened, no one has mentioned the Revenant.
Gotcha.
If it turns up, leave that to me. Pretty sure that's where I'll excel there. But so we've got barrels of oil. We've got quite a lot to plan here. We probably want to go and grab Alistair and then come back here and plan what we want to do.
Hey, just before we do, when I was in the shop, I found some stuff. So I've got 2 healing potions, anti-venom, anti-plague, and
where the hell was this house again? I don't quite remember. I was too busy having fun.
and 6 dried elf fruits. So we've got enough for potions.
If Nicola wanted to spend some time before the game began, Nicola, you have plenty of resources and time to start making some medicines if you wanted to before the fight began.
Yes, I would like to do that before everything is dealt.
What I would say, Nicola, if it's okay, I would, if it's okay with you, I know they're your potions, if we could give Drastov 2 of those potions, since he will be in the front lines with the shield wall, just so he's not relying. We'll obviously, I imagine yourself, Avelyn, Morrigan will be acting as a support role, like pretty much like myself here. I'm not going to be charging at the front at the moment, but people like Drastov who will be in the front, if they can self-heal, then we know we can kind of give ourselves more time to react and support other aspects of the battlefield. If you can make more potions, that's fantastic. But yeah, I would say if we can do that, if I don't think Drastov has any other way to heal himself. I think that would be useful for him. But yeah, that's a good.
That's fine.
That's a good. That's a good find.
Yeah. So I'll give Drastov the 2 potions that I've got just now, and I will make other ones with the other elf fruits that I've got.
Important question: which type are they? I did not hear that.
You got 2 minor potion healing potions.
Oh, so just a D8.
Yep, 2 of them.
Better than nothing, man.
Hey, free is free.
So
free, I can drink it between waves.
have we found any other location around this village that we think is going to be exposed in any way whatsoever? I know you have collapsed the entrance at the top. Morrigan's put alarms at the south and the eastern entrance. Have we discovered any other entrance where we think they could possibly enter from?
You guys have not, thoroughly combed the walls for any damage, though nothing stands out to anyone. Nothing's been mentioned by the briefs you received.
The construction seems pretty sound. Looks like your standard concrete that's encasing these large posts. I would imagine they go down at least 4 or 5 feet to help stabilize and things can't dig under.
Actually, that reminds me. Isn't there a graveyard outside? We should burn everything in there, just to be safe.
Right now.
Your civilian assets, if you look to the south of the map, I made a bunch of spears and swords. The spears represent the militia. Each one is going to be 4 militiamen. The swords are what's left of the guard force, which again represents 4 people. So wherever you want to put them, tell me where to put them, and that's going to be a squad of 4 people, either militiamen or guards. The guards are obviously better trained and equipped. The guards have bows, so they can fire from a distance if need be. The militia only have the spears.
I would say have at least 2 or 3 guards at the front, and then either 2 or 1 guards at the back with bows to fire over. Militia, I would just say have all in the centre.